Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Sunday, February 8th, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind we have Ra, Asha, Sam, and some future beings. In the Jamie Body-Mind we have Glenn, Pan, Luce, and more future beings. We've had an interesting several days, and our intention, as always, is to be non-directive, to do what is ours to do in all dimensions to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins.
Restating the intention to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now to trigger the awakening right now.
I feel like we're walking through a mining tunnel.
Yes, it's
and
true.
that we're with someone who has the feeling of a professor like from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, that's true.
And he's pointing out archaeological evidence of something with a walking stick or a staff or something like that. He's stirring the dirt and saying, "You see, here's one," and walks on and goes, "Here's another. Here's one. Here's another." I thought, well, he must be a geological professor, but I believe he's saying he's archaeological. Check me on that.
Yes, that's true.
He's an archaeological professor. However, he is from the extremely far distant future, far beyond where we already are, which is some maybe 2.5 million years in the future.
Yes, that's true.
From the year 2015 Planet Earth dating.
Yes, that's true.
We're in the extremely far distant future from where we began, but he is much farther in the future than that.
Yes.
And he's talking about the footsteps of those who came before.
Yes.
And how sad they were. And how they were sad because their struggles were so protracted, that it was a long, slow process of awakening that gave rise to much suffering.
Yes, it's true.
And that it was extremely slow and painful, and that's why he has come back to work now. And he talks about crossing over the either line or void or something like that, and how maybe there's a social stigma to doing that or something. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
And that there are some others with him.
Just a few.
A few. And he's saying how far they've come, and it's a big number, but I can't.
Not clear on the number, but it's definitely way, way, way
in the future. And he's talking about tragedies and how part of the challenge is to just take them in stride, and how, for example, it is when we lose any of our teammates.
Yes, that's true.
That it's very hard to process. And he's talking about, my perception is he's talking about Charlie, who had been working with us and then just couldn't take the steering wheel of his life out of the hands of his crazy mind long enough to stay out of the ditch, get back on the road, and move forward. And he says to pause and acknowledge our fallen comrades, that it's actually appropriate to do.
Yes, that's true.
And he's talking about how in the United States of America in 2015 there are these little roadside shrines, basically, to people who have died along the way. And he says there's nothing wrong with that, and that we could pause right now and make a roadside marker like that.
That's true.
And say we lost one of ourselves.
Yes.
And to put the dates on it. And he says, I asked him, what dating system do we use? And he says, we'll use Planet Earth dating, and they'll convert it.
Right, that's true.
And it has Charlie's picture on it,
that's
actually.
True.
Wow.
Good picture.
It's a good picture, and Asha's crying again. This just breaks her heart.
Yeah. Simple little white cross.
we are glad that Charlie is spared from racking up more bad karma,
Yes, that's
and
true.
that he has simply been reconfigured again, and how it happened a split second after he basically said, I don't want to do it.
Yes,
Boom.
that's true.
Reconfigured down into dust motes this time.
Yes,
But dust motes are not all that different from grains of sand on the beach and sparkles of sunlight on the water. So
that's true.
it wasn't a huge difference. He did resist his soul plan more. He did pull against source more,
That's
and
true.
therefore it was clear that a further configuration would be helpful.
Yeah, that's true.
But at least he was spared from racking up the bad karma that we're seeing some of these
Right.
other beings
Right.
doing. They're acting as crazy as Rasputin.
Yes, and crazier.
I don't know about crazier, but they're bigger and inflicting more damage.
That's true.
Incredibly talented beings, incredibly skilled beings, incredibly large and powerful beings who believe themselves to be God
That's true.
and who refuse to look up
That's true.
to a higher power and are enraged that anyone dares suggest there is a higher power, which is just crazy. None of us is above the rules. The rules apply to all of us.
That's true.
So, at least Charlie was spared that.
Yes,
We're grateful.
we're grateful.
And now I have the sense that we're all kind of stepping forward and putting flowers on by Charlie's marker, is the
That's
sense
true.
of it. And Asha is saying some things. She's thanking him. She's thanking him for the teachings and for the good times.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Sam is talking to Luce. It's like they're walking away from the marker and they're saying he was the most likable guy.
Yeah, he was.
He was really likable. And very talented. I hear Pan and Glenn talking right there, just talking about how talented he was.
Yes. Gifted.
Gifted, so gifted. And boy, oh boy, how he just didn't want to put his channels up.
It's true.
There but for the grace of God
There,
go
before the grace of
I.
God go I.
There but for the grace of God go I. So heads up, friends. That is actually literally true.
That's true.
The most important thing we can do is accrue a mountain of grace. The fastest way to accrue grace is to take selfless, courageous actions on behalf of the greater good.
It's true.
And now the archaeological professor is saying, okay, lesson breakout session is over. This tunnel through which we're walking seems to be cut out of a coal black rock that is wet and shiny.
Yes,
And I heard
that's true.
dripping noises, and I smell interesting things.
Yes, that's true.
What do I know? I think we probably need to go farther down toward that big light that's beneath us.
Yes, that's true.
Pan, what do you notice?
Cold. And we're moving towards the light fairly rapidly.
Yes.
It's growing bigger. It's not a warm light,
No.
but it's very bright.
Yes.
I feel like we're just about to break through it.
Yes.
And there, now we're somewhere very bright
Yes.
and very large.
Let this upward flow go through us.
Yes, that's true.
Light up the back. Light up
And
the
I
back.
hear an echo.
Down,
So
deeper
now
down.
we're moving down. It feels almost like vertically.
Yeah, it feels to
vertical
me like we
drop.
got on an elevator
Yes.
that goes down, like a mining elevator
Yes,
that's going
that's
way
true.
down.
Way,
and
way down.
they're showing me on a diagram how far down this elevator goes.
Yes, I see that.
We want to take it to the bottom floor.
Yes.
I run that by the archaeology professor. He says, why not?
That's true. It feels like we're at the basement. And the archaeology professor looks a little nervous.
It's unpredictable,
Right.
is how he says. It's unpredictable down here. We don't tend to come down here because unpredictable things happen.
Right. We're walking at a fairly fast clip. The professor isn't leading. My perception is that I am leading.
Yes.
And we're moving
You might be
fairly
future
fast.
Pan.
I might be. I know where we're going. It looks like this tunnel has... someone's tried to block it, but there's a sliver of space between the big rock and the wall. We just have to... it's like squeeze through.
I see that.
Yes. But that's no problem.
I have the sense that when we squeeze through, the rock will close behind us, but that's okay.
I have that perception too, and I think it's okay.
Yeah, it seems
so
fine.
Everybody just squeeze on through and use it as an opportunity to shrink in, get
And
long.
hold our hands, like so no one left
hold
behind.
hands.
No one left
Everybody hold
behind.
hands. That professor is really wigging out.
Yeah.
You don't have to come through, but we're going through.
We're going through. Stay or go, we don't, it's your choice, totally your
Right.
choice, and we're grateful for your
Thank
bringing
you.
us here. Thank you, and
My perception
all the
is
best.
he's heading back. That's
yeah,
fine.
all the best. All the
So
best.
we're moving ahead. Everyone seems
That
to be through.
is closed
Yeah,
behind us. It
boom.
just went boom and it reverberated.
It's true. And I'm getting really excited. I know where we're going.
Running feels
Right,
good.
we're moving.
Run. We're starting to feel like sled dogs
Yes,
again.
it's true.
Running.
And it's like I can smell
The good thing.
home, the good thing,
Yes,
whatever it is.
home.
Makes me think of being inside an active volcano. It's been a long
That's
time since
maybe
I've
where
been
we
inside an
are.
active volcano,
Thank
but this is what that
goodness.
feels like.
Thank goodness. Burn us, burn us.
Burn me,
us and all we
everyone like me.
represent. Knowing that that is the all that is.
It's
Burn us
true.
and all we represent. That which is true won't burn. That
It's
which is
true.
false burns away. I see someone waving. That's who we're headed toward.
That's my perception too, and we're going fast. Wherever we're going. And stop. Boom. It's interesting. The ground under... I expected to feel very stable ground under our feet, and it's
not
definitely
stable. It's
not.
moving. But this
Yes.
person says you get used to it. It's kind of like having
Sea
your
legs.
sea legs.
That's
and
what
you
he
get
says.
used to it, and it's fine. It feels like walking on that sandy lava consistency.
Yes, it's true.
This will be rock one day,
Yes.
but it is not rock
This
now. It has more
person-
liquid qualities.
Yes. This person's very matter of fact. He seems like a factory foreman almost.
Yes.
Walking us down this hallway, and he's saying like, "Oh, you'll get used to it."
Right.
And he's walking fast, so we need to
Hustle it
hustle.
up. How may we be of service right now to trigger the awakening right now?
We're walking down this hallway behind this foreman. It's like he's rubbing his forehead. He's talking about people he was expecting these people to be here. And they aren't here, and I don't know who you people are, but you might as well follow me. And he's talking about problems. He says, even here we've had problems, and it feels very much like when we were way, way high up to source above. It feels much like that vibration.
Yes.
But with more oomph, which makes sense because we're down to source below.
Right.
And he's saying, even here we're having problems. And it sounds like people not showing up to work.
That's it. People
He's
not
saying
showing up for work.
disappearances, and people aren't showing up for work, and I'd never hear from people again. And it's just a few of us left here. And it seems to be him and maybe 2-3 others. And he's talking about how, I've been here however, big long time, and never happened before, and we don't get much news, but it's clear there's something big going on. Do you have any news from above? And I
Not
can
in
show you
this
game
time zone,
zones,
but
but
this
I
is
only
all
know
we
what
know.
he's talking about. the system of tunnels way, way down here, and how, along with these mysterious disappearances, he says, you know, co-workers go missing, we never hear from them again, their families are gone, everything's gone. But then tunnels are disappearing. He says we'll go to where a tunnel was the day before and it's gone.
Well, this is what happened in the non-physical. We watched this happen in the non-physical. Remember, it started out this way. Houses disappearing, families disappearing, and then neighborhoods clearing out, and then roads being gone, and then floors being gone, dimensions being gone, and then time zones being gone.
And he says it's been going on for so long now, there's really not much left. Just a few of us and a few tunnels. And he says there are options for leaving, but none of them, they all make him feel like a coward, and so he's staying.
Good for you.
Down with the ship. He says it like, down with the ship.
Good for you. He's pointing us on. It's as if he's walked us through his zone.
Right.
And now he says, if you go there, and I see a hand waving.
Right, I see the hand, and he's saying something like, you know, Godspeed.
Cross the border. Yes, Godspeed. And we get there. And now we're here, and he says, run fast, hurry, do it fast, right now.
Yep, go, go, go.
Go, 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 go.
Run,
and now it's like things are crashing.
Woo! Yeah, big things crashing behind us. And we're moving very, very fast.
Down.
Down.
If it's important for us to understand, it will be explained. Find where we are in the body, quote unquote, of the all that is.
It could be a foot.
What we're heading for is the kidney 1 point in the left foot. It's kind of in the ball of the foot where the chi point enters the energy body.
Yes.
The electrical system of the light body. We're looking for that. There we go.
It is.
I think right here is where we stay for now. Let's stay here and figure out what we're supposed to do.
Yes, that's
but
true.
our time is up.
Yes,
we got here. And so now, let's, in case we've goofed and we're in the wrong place, let's play a boatload of grace and ask for us to be brought to the right place. It feels like a small adjustment, not a big one. I still feel like I'm in the left foot near the kidney 1 point.
That's true.
All right, we can do this.